Right now, the event is on. Give Local Alleghany Highlands will be online all through midnight, and so this is an exciting day. The Alleghany Foundation and the Alleghany Highlands Chamber of Commerce have teamed up to produce this great online event, and Daniel Grizzard of the foundation is joining us today to speak about all the options for potential givers who might help make this an even greater success. Welcome, Daniel.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Jerry.
How about some details of what's going on today and how all the local donors here can make this a super success?
Yeah, well, we've had a lot of advertisements out in some of the local media groups talking about the foundation giving away $32,000 in prizes. So I want to talk today a bit about how exactly those $32,000 are being given away and what you can do as a donor to make sure that the nonprofits that you support are able to get as big a share of that as possible.
So you've got a number of categories and some special times that people may wish to consider. Look at it this way, folks. By looking at the ads and listening to what Daniel has to say, you have an opportunity to help your favorite local nonprofit do even better.
Yeah, so there are 4 different types of prizes that we're going to be giving out. The first, with the largest dollar amount attached to it, is the grand prize. And then we're also going to have 6 different power hour prizes, and then 13 different golden ticket prizes. And then to top it all off, we're going to have a pool of $7,000 that will be evenly distributed between every single one of the participating nonprofits that receives at least 10 donations from members of the public.
Well, you guys have done a great job promoting this, and this, you know, what can we say about this? It's all good. So far, it appears that $32,000 or a little bit more has been collected, and the event hasn't even started.
Yeah, so we had the early giving window begin on June 1st, and so for the grand prize competition, any money received from the beginning of that early giving window on June 1st up through 11:59 p.m. tonight will count towards the grand prize. And the grand prize competition is broken up into 2 different groups for the competition. So there's one grand prize for the small nonprofits and another for the large nonprofits, because we didn't want groups of these varying sizes competing against each other. So the cutoff is a small nonprofit is any nonprofit with an annual operating budget of less than $100,000, and a large nonprofit is any nonprofit with an annual operating budget greater than $100,000. And the grand prize for the group that raises the most money in both of those categories is $3,000. And then there will also be prizes for the rest of the top 4 finishers in both of those groups. So second place in both of those groups will receive an additional $2,000 from the foundation. Third place will receive another $1,200 from the foundation. And fourth place will receive another $1,000 from the foundation, on top of all the money they raised from members of the public who made donations to them.
The foundation is incredibly generous on this, Daniel, and when people need additional information and to give, it's fairly simple to find it on the net. Give Local Alleghany Highlands, givelocalah.org.
Yeah, it's this is quite a bit of information, so definitely go to givelocalah.org, one, to make a donation, but also to follow the leaderboards, because throughout the day they're going to be updating and different nonprofits will be moving up and down, and at midnight, whoever is at the top of that leaderboard will get $3,000 from the foundation.
Well, somebody's done a whole lot of background work here. We have a feeling he's to our left. He's smiling. I guess he will be at midnight. So Daniel, can you explain to us what are power hours and what are golden tickets?
Yeah, so the Power Hour competitions are going to be 1-hour-long competitions between nonprofits of a certain category. So there will be 3 Power Hours for the small nonprofit organizations, and then also 3 Power Hours for the large nonprofit organizations. So for the small nonprofit organizations, between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m., the group that raises the most money in donations from the public will receive a $1,000 prize from the Alleghany Foundation. And then between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m., the small nonprofit that receives the most donations from different members of the community will receive a $1,500 prize from the Alleghany Foundation. And then again, between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m., the small nonprofit that raises the most money will receive $1,500 more from the Alleghany Foundation. And then for the large nonprofits, between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m., the large nonprofit that raises the most money on givelocalah.org will receive another $1,000 from the Alleghany Foundation. And then between 3 p.m. and 4 p.m., the large nonprofit that receives the most donations from different members of the public will receive $1,500. And then again, between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m., the large nonprofit that receives the most different donations from members of the public will receive $1,500. And so these are prizes that are going to be based, purely on the amount of money or the amount of donations that a nonprofit is able to receive. And the golden tickets are different and exciting in a different way because they are a bit more random, so it's a bit more of a lottery. So there will be 13 golden tickets drawn on the hour every hour from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And what that golden ticket will do is it will be a random selection of one donation that was made in the hour preceding the drawing. And that donation will be boosted by $200 to the nonprofit organization that the original donation was intended to. So there will be 13 of these golden tickets given out, and there will be $200 each. So it's another just fun, exciting way for the nonprofits of the area to receive a bit more money from the community and from the Alleghany Foundation.
Well, this is lots of information to load into our brains today, but today is it through midnight. So this is a really exciting period. If you have some extra cash you would like to donate to givelocalah.org and help make this project one of the most successful of its kind anywhere. Thanks very much for coming in, Daniel.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Jerry.